Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be trying from Danessa Myricks the new Colorfix multi-use pigment sticks. I have two different shades of this and I basically want to know if Danessa Myricks can make me change my mind about using eyeshadow sticks. I can use eyeshadow sticks, I can blend them, I can make them work for me, but they're honestly never a go-to for me. I'm just not a one and done eyeshadow person. However, I feel like the advantage of these is that you get two in one, so you don't get just one and done eyeshadow stick. You get to use two different colors and create an eyeshadow look with your eyeshadow stick, which changes things. I'm going to be trying both of these. The shades I got were Duo 2 and Duo 8. I swatched these for you in a whole video, but I'm going to of course swatch and show you them again. First of all, these eyeshadow sticks are massive. You do get one on each side, of course. And this centerpiece right here is actually a magnet, so you can have your eyeshadow sticks together in your makeup bag and they won't go missing. You can also take the eyeshadow stick part out of the magnet, and with that you get 4 little pieces instead of the 2 large ones, which is honestly very, very convenient. These eyeshadow sticks retail for $38, which if you take into account the fact that you do get 2 of them, comes out to $16 per eyeshadow stick, which isn't terrible. They are made in China, and the worst part about them is that they only have a 6-month shelf life as per what the packaging says. Now, I did notice when I first opened it the other day that they come with these little plastics on each end to seal them, and I know that when an eyeshadow stick says that it only has a 6-month shelf life, what they probably mean by that is the fact that it will dry out because it probably has moisture in the formula. And so I figured if we keep these plastic caps on the container, we'll probably be extending the life of the eyeshadow sticks, which obviously it's a great thing. So I'm going to try and make sure I keep my caps on mine and see how long we can make this last. Each one has a metallic shade and a foil shade. The metallic is kind of like a deeper beige color to it. And then the foil is like a beautiful, super sparkly sparkle. In my number 2 duo, my metallic shade is Orion Nebula, which is this beautiful purple here that has some silver specks to it. And this formula feels very, very cooling to the touch. And then the foil part of mine is the shade Twilight Gleam. You can take a look at what that looks like right there. Stunning. I'm of course going to be combining both sides to create eyeshadow looks. And then the other duo I got is super fun but also a little bit more scary. So my metallics shade is pretty dark and it's called Draco. Take a look right there. It's like a very dark gunmetal type color with silver sparkles. And then the foil, which is absolutely stunning, is called Meteorites. I'm going to swatch it for you right here. Take a look. I just simply love the foil of this one. The foil of this one, that lilac foil shade, is absolutely why I went with this shade as my second choice. And I think this might be the one that we'll try first and then we'll do the other one last. From what I heard, even though these feel very cooling to the touch and they glide very easily, they dry down pretty fast. So you gotta work quick with them when creating your eyeshadow look. I'm going to do my best. We'll see. I'll give you the feedback in a second. I think in order to blend it, I'm going to use the Rephr number 13 Max. And the reason I'm going with this one is because it has a flat-ish top to it, and I feel like it will be good when moving a cream that is drying around the crease area. We'll see. I feel like this brush might help. I zoomed you in a little bit closer, and as you can see, I did already do my face. My brows are done, foundation, concealer, etc. I of course have the links to the eyeshadow sticks down below in the description box of this video, and I also have the links down there to everything I'm wearing on my face today. So if you have any questions, check the description box. And let's go for it. I'm going to start with the shade Draco. I'm scared, and I'm just going to do the other third of my eye, and then try and blend it with the reference number 13 Max. Okay, I think I might not have to be as intense with the blending right away. Let me do that again. I want to leave the inner third of the eyelid clean so that I can put the foil up there. Alrighty, so I added more and I am blending just the crease part because I want it to blend out. Alright, I'm going to add a bit more to the eyelid area now that I have some of this shade that is blended out. With my finger, I'm going to distribute it so that I get a nice even application. So far so good. I'm going to take it right underneath my lower lash line as well. It feels so cooling. Alright, so before I go in with the foil shade, I just want to make sure I can replicate this on this eye as well. But I am really liking what I see so far. And I'm going to be a lot less scared when doing this side because now I know I don't have to blend things out as immediately. Okay, I think I'm almost there. I just need to add a bit more intensity to this eye so that they match a little better. I'm just tapping my stick. But the blending part, which I thought was going to be the hardest, I think was pretty easy. I'm pretty happy with the way this looks, and it's okay that they're not perfectly even in the center here because once I put the foil over top, I don't think that will matter anymore. But like the smoky part back here looks pretty even, and the amount of shine on the outer half of the eyelid also looks pretty even. That's what I'm looking for so far. So let's go ahead and add the foil, which I heard is best to tap. So I'm going to do exactly that and tap the foil on the inner half of my eyelid. That looks so pretty and so purple, which I am so here for. I love it. I'm adding it all the way to the innermost corner of the eye and around halfway in. Tapping the center of the eyelid with my finger just to ensure things blend nicely. And here's what we're looking like. It looks nice. And I tried to be pretty precise with it right there, and I think I succeeded. So let me do the same thing over here. Again, I just tapped, defined, and then tap with the finger. With my Natasha Denona taupe eyeliner, I'm going to finish things up by lining the waterline. And so this grungy but sparkly situation is the finished look, which I am really liking. Let me show you what it looks like once I add some mascara and some lashes. Back with mascara and lashes, I also added some blush, lip liner, lip gloss, and here is our finished first look with this eyeshadow duo from Danessa Myricks. I really love it. In particular, the foil shade, which was absolutely what led me to even give these a try. And boy, am I glad I did, because I can literally just take this with me and create this eyeshadow look wherever I go, which is beautiful. And also, if I want to combine it with powder eyeshadows, I was just thinking about this, I can just take this little thing with me to top off any powder eyeshadow look, and that will be spectacular as well. So take a look right here at what the eyeshadow look ended up looking like. I am obsessed, and I'm going to be back with no eyeshadow on so that I can go on with this other eyeshadow duo next, which I'm even more excited about. Back with a clean slate and my other duo, and I'm going to do the second eye look in a very similar way to what I did for the first one. So first I'm tapping, then I'm going to blend the crease, and I'm using the same brush because that one seemed to work okay. It's just a fluffy blending brush with a flat top that it's not too small, not too big. And I will always do one eye at a time because it does dry down fast enough that you wouldn't want to wait to blend it, you know? I'm going to go right under my lower lash line and blend down here. And now that I've roughly blended things out, I'm going to add a bit more of this shade to intensify things on the eyelid. And just tap in place with my finger. I think I'm going to like this look even better than the first one because colors like these always make my eyes pop. And to check it out, this is what I have to begin with. Let me go ahead and make myself even. I feel like I got the routine down. Add the shade, blend the crease, and then add some more of the shade before we go in with the sparkle. Oh, this looks so pretty. I really, really love this color on the crease. Again, I kind of sort of knew that I would because I love colors like these because they make my eyes look so pretty, but I'm obsessed. Okay, that looks so beautiful. I'm just going to, I think, add a tad bit more over here and then dab it with my finger. That's the step I was missing to make them look as similar as possible. And now let's go in with the sparkly side, which for this duo is like contrasting because it's like an orangey, very golden type sparkle. And once again, we are tapping on the inner third and then defining a bit. Ah, that was a lot. Okay, flat synthetic brush just to make sure that things look even up here. And with it, I'm also going to finish things up on the inner corner. That looks brilliant. And so beautiful. Repeat over here. Whoa, so stunning. Are you kidding? Okay, so here's what the second look turned out like with just mascara on, or whatever mascara is left from the first application, and I will be right back with more mascara and lashes to show you the finished look. But I can already tell you this is my favorite. I love it. The first one was really cute, but this is spectacular. I love these types of shades on me. Back with mascara and my Ardell Demi Wispies on, and this right here is the finished look, which I am absolutely loving. This looks so good, makes my eyes pop. I love the smokiness and I am obsessed with the sparkle. I gotta say, I am really impressed with these eyeshadow duos. I feel like with just a duo you can create an absolutely stunning eyeshadow look. But I think the thing that impressed me most from these two has to be the foil shade. The foil shade takes the cake. It's the easiest to use. You can just tap it on with your finger and have the look you want immediately. I do find that the metallic shade on the outer half of the eye and the crease, I mean, it's not hard to do, but it makes me a bit nervous. It's a bit more of a hassle to put on rather than the foil metallic shade, which is just tap, 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 you're done with it and you have this spectacular looking, super glimmery look. First off, I wish she would sell just the foils separate. That would be my first hope, that at some point we can buy maybe just the replacement foils on their own, where you could just get this piece right here and have that as a single foil eyeshadow to use as a topper for any other type of eyeshadow look. Also, depending on how you use these, I feel like, for instance, if I travel anywhere and I just want to take the foils with me to combine with powder eyeshadows on the crease, I could create a simple smoky type matte eyeshadow look on the crease of my eye with a powder eyeshadow that is going to be a bit easier to handle, and then just take my foils with me, right, and add my foils to the little magnet part and just have this on the go to use as stoppers in combination with matte powder eyeshadows, and that would be fantastic. I did really love the item, but I do wish that we could buy it separately because the foil is by far my favorite thing. The sparkle is spectacular, and this is easily something that you can combine with like a ton of different powder eyeshadows in your collection to just use as a finishing touch, as a topper to your eyelids, and get amazing, glamorous, shiny, beautiful looks with. So yeah, that is kind of where my mind is at with this release. I do of course love that she beautifully combined the metals with the foils to create looks like the ones I showed you today, but I just always want more, and so I would absolutely love to use them in combination with the rest of my makeup collection as well. And so yes, those are my thoughts on these Danessa Myricks sticks right here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment comment section below. If you're interested in these, please shop for them using the links I'm leaving you in the description box or the products tagged on the screen. Whenever you use my links, it helps out my channel. If you guys like today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.